Alright, hello everyone. If you're watching this as a replay, hello to you. I am doing this live. I go live off my Facebook page, which is in the description box below. Let's see. Can somebody tell me how the sound is? It's not loud. Okay, thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Because I don't be knowing. Especially with these AirPods on. Today I'm going to do readings for each zodiac sign. But we're mainly going to focus on this palindrome energy since today is February 22nd, 2022. Comment your zodiac signs. I'm probably gonna go in order. I'm probably gonna go from Aries to Pisces. I don't know if I'll be doing any donation reads today because I do have a reading scheduled in a couple of hours. But if you want to donate, I have my Cash App in the description. I'm not doing any personals. If you want a private reading, you can book one on my website. We'll start with Aries. Thank you so much, Shakira. She said start with Scorpio. We're going to start with Aries because it'll be easy for me to do them in order. Alright, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What energy is coming in with this palindrome today? I don't know what y'all got going on, Aries, but I'm definitely hearing something regarding relationships or your emotional well-being. Perhaps you have been very passionate about something or someone. There's something or someone has your attention. But I feel a lot of passion from you guys. Perhaps you should work on your solar plexus energy, or maybe you're having the Kundalini energy rise, because there's a lot of sexual energy coming from you guys, Aries. How is this palindrome energy going to affect Aries, Sun, Moon? Ooh. What's this? Why the only card that turned over was the Ten of Swords? And there's some that fell on the floor. Let me see. Y'all got like every major arcana on the floor. I'm gonna reshuffle those because Aries, I don't know what y'all got going on. But I feel like someone needs to make a decision regarding two different people. It is what it is, Aries, that's your life. How is this palindrome energy going to affect those who are Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising? Aries. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Aries. What is that about? It's like you're losing money, or you're misspending your money, you're overspending probably, or you're getting something, you're getting things in which you shouldn't. Like, don't waste your money, Aries, because that Nine of Pentacles in reverse says that some type of income may have stopped. Some of you guys are doing some financial recovery here. Some of you guys are behind on your bills, or you owe something, or I feel like a large amount had to be spent on something. What's going on with Aries? Queen of Wands. It could have to do with this Queen of Wands. Like for some of y'all, this is like baby mama, baby daddy type of energy. You got the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys could owe someone who is younger than you, or there's someone who's younger than you in which you have to spend a lot of money on. These could be children, but it's to the point where you just spent at least $600 or more. This is not like a small amount of money. And I know a lot of people are getting their taxes back, but I get this feeling like somebody in Aries gets their taxes back, but they owe so much, or they have to pay for so many things that it don't even feel like they received any extra money. So Aries, handle your business when you get your taxes. If you owe somebody, start paying them, because it's not gonna go well for you if you don't. Yep, 8 of Swords. Some of you guys are trapped in a binding situation. Some of you guys, it's a legal binding situation. What's going on with Aries? There are some Aries who are stuck in their head about a certain person, place, or thing here too. Could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It feels like you are being forced to cooperate with someone in which you don't see eye to eye with. Perhaps it could be for a child's benefit, but it's like you need to see eye to eye with a certain situation or a certain person so things can move forward for you. Until then, don't spend your money. 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Don't spend your money. Don't do it. Don't buy stuff you ain't got no business buying. Let me get an angel card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. How is this palindrome energy going to affect them? Now, remember the palindrome energy, we're dealing with the number 2 here, which is about balance. So right now you could be very much so out of balance. If that's the case, you need to work on manifesting more balance, or find out where you need to have steady ground. Perhaps your root chakra is off. I already told you your sacral chakra seems to be working quite fine, but your root chakra could be off here. There's something regarding stability of finances, whether that's financially or whether it's just in a relationship. You're not on steady ground here. You're doing things that are a little shaky. Aries, you have healthful eating and you have forgiveness. So there's Aries here, and you not being able to forgive a certain situation could be causing you health problems. And she does have this red robe on. Both of these cards, these ladies got these red robes on. That's the root chakra energy right there. So you could be holding some aggression against somebody, and until you forgive them or until you work on that situation, do your shadow work, things in your life may not go as well as what you'd like. And you really need to pay attention to your health, because I'm not hearing overeating. I feel like you could be eating a lot of different meals in one day, though. It feels like you're not paying attention to what it is that you're eating, and it's making you put out less quality content, or it's making you be less vibrant or a lower vibration. So you need to pay attention to what you're putting in your body, because that's the same thing that's in your auric field, and it's a little funky. Just a tad bit funky. Now Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant. If that message did not resonate with you, please go watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant, because one of those will have a special message just for you. We're going to move on to Taurus. What do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus? How is this palindrome energy going to affect those who are Taurus? Taurus, I automatically, clairaudiently heard, what did I just hear? Room for change. And as I just shuffled the 2 of Cups flipped over, so I wouldn't be surprised if it came back out again, but that is dealing with the palindrome energy, which is that 2 energy. So this has to do with some type of, I keep hearing the word duplicity or multifaceted. Okay, so you could be dealing with a person, place, or thing in which they're... Okay, let me just start with a person first, so that way y'all can understand it. You could be dealing with a person who's multifaceted, or some people call it two-faced, but I feel like there's a person around you who has multiple energies, and you might not know what energy they are in today. They could be bipolar or schizophrenic, or just have multiple personalities. But I feel like I keep hearing multifaceted, so there's a lot of different choices or a lot of different things that you're looking at, perhaps even a lot of different people. It just feels like There's a lot for you to do at this time. You shouldn't be bored. But look at another 2 energy. And this is exactly the palindrome energy we picking up on today with the February 22nd, 2022. You got a 2 here. With this 2 of Pentacles, you are also just like Aries. You're not on stable ground. But for me, this feels like it's regarding your relationship or regarding your emotional needs and wants. I feel like your emotional needs and wants are not being met at this time. So you're juggling. Some of you are juggling more than one person. Some of you are juggling more than one job. And you're trying to figure out which one it is you want to keep, which one you want to walk away from. We're going to help you figure that out. Page of Pentacles. There's something new that's coming in to distract you anyway. So if you... Well, why is this all about coins? For most of y'all, this could be having to do with a new financial endeavor or a new study. Some of you guys could be enrolling in new classes. King of Cups. Death card. Oh, wow. With the King of Cups and the Death card, somebody has completely cut somebody off emotionally. 3 of Swords to confirm at the bottom of the deck. There's someone in which caused you some emotional turmoil, perhaps because you were trying to figure out who they were on that very particular day, and it was just too much. Like you was dealing with a person who they was happy at this moment, and they was sad at this moment. They could have a Scorpio placement. You do have the Death card here, but that Scorpionic energy seems to be coming up to where you felt as though you could no longer deal with this person's extremes. Could have been you got Queen of Pentacles. You could have been dealing with an Earth sign. You do have some Earth sign energy here. They could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But a lot of this seems to be about another individual that's outside of your energy. Can you show me what's going on with Taurus specifically? How's this palindrome energy affecting Taurus? Taurus, some of you guys are grieving, and you're trying to balance out your emotions because of this death. You might be feeling a little off at this time, or you feel like you can't talk to nobody or no one understands you. I feel like there's a Taurus going through some sort of emotional turmoil, and it's because you miss someone who has passed away. Now, Taurus, the energy you have here is the Moon card, so that's real. What is that? What's going on? Because this energy is not like... It doesn't all come together. That's why it feels multifaceted. It feels like you're dealing with so many different things at one time. Clarify this Moon card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. I do see Taurus cards out here, though. With the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, 5 of another Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. Someone is grieving over something that they lost or something that was taken from them, whether it be a person, place, or thing. Something, it feels like, and some of you guys, too, are coming out of some sort of financial turmoil. It's like some of you might get an unexpected income. Yeah, somebody like, for example, you could be going about your day and you're just being your happy-go-lucky self, or I would suggest you to be your happy-go-lucky self, because if you're not, you could miss out on an opportunity. So make sure when you're out and about, you're communicating with others effectively in a way that if somebody had a business and they wanted you to run it, or they wanted you to cooperate with them or build something with them, be open to that, because you are a Taurus, and Taurus, with Taurus ruling that 2nd house in astrology, which is the house of finances and resources, it's plenty of resources around you. I feel like it could be offered to you by another person, but you have to decide if you can deal with that and your emotional situation at this time. Let me get an angel card for Taurus. Hello, hello, everyone. What message do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising? Oh, 2 cards. Wow, why is everybody getting healthful eating? Y'all need to watch out what y'all eating. Y'all know they be shooting that stuff up. Just like they giving out these shots of COVID, they also got extra shots up in your meat and your food to keep it fulfilling, to keep it plump. But those things that are injected into these foods may not be very good for your body. And if you haven't picked up a detox pattern or a healthy, or you're not conscious about what it is that you're eating, then this will affect you negatively, because it's saying, it came out with practice. This is saying you need to practice a whole new routine when it comes to your health. Perhaps you're not as energetic, so when you moving around, your bones cracking. Some of y'all need to go see a chiropractor. So whether it be you need to stretch more or you need to be more conscious conscious about your eating habits, you do need to pay attention to your health at this time, because all of this that's going on in your situation can be causing you not to look so much at what's going on inside of you, what's going on with your body, because there's so much happening outside of you. So that was for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Now we're going to do Gemini. I am just doing the zodiac readings today, so if you guys want to donate, you can, but I'm not doing any private readings because after this I already have some booked. Alright, let me timestamp for Gemini. You got Empress energy. Hello, Maggie. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. How is this palindrome energy going to affect Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising? Gemini, I feel like you guys are still feeling residual energy from the full moon that was in Leo. So check your Leo placement so you can kind of see where that energy is being distributed to, or what aspect of your life that full moon in Leo could have affected, especially if you have a Leo around you. Some of you guys, it has ignited a new passion or a new love for something, or a new definition of love perhaps, because I did see the Ace of Cups flip over. What messages do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Gemini, you have the Six of Pentacles. There's a lot about you balancing out your finances, or just balance in general. So this could be karmic balance as well. You got the Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Pentacles. So there is a, like, if anything was old, okay. Now this ain't gonna resonate with every Gemini, but for the Geminis who are spiritual practitioners, or you do spiritual work that involves your ancestors, some of you guys will be receiving the benefits that your ancestors should have received. This is divine balance with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles, and that's just the first two cards. There's something that's being like set in stone, and it feels like karmic balance too. Ten of Pentacles, I just told you, Ten of Pentacles is family. So if you've been doing your ancestral work, I do see that coming back to you tenfold. If you haven't, go ahead and jump on it. It ain't never too late to start working on venerating your ancestors, or at least learning about that particular topic, and maybe finding your own way to communicate with them. Okay, what else do we have for Gemini? Let's clarify all three of these. Like, I'm very interested to see. As I split the deck, here go another Ten of Pentacles. So you got this Ten of Pentacles and that one. This Ten of Pentacles is family. Its stability is that 10th house energy in astrology, which is Capricorn. So check in your Capricorn placement is, or where your Saturn is, because Saturn is the planetary ruler of Capricorn. Make sure that you are disciplined in areas in your life that you want to grow. So if you want to have a business, how are you disciplining yourself so that you can engage in activities that will help grow that business? Even if you don't have it, even if you're still in the making of it, are you looking at where you can create a website? Are you looking at what type of business you want to have, what tools you may need, what requirements, because some jobs need certain licensing, or certificates. So start putting two and two together. I feel like this is a really good energy for you to manifest with two. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Page of Swords. Now this is you, Gemini. The Page of Ten of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords tells us that you may be a little bit immature at this time. I feel like you're doing a lot of talking, Gemini, and I need you to be very aware of what it is that you're saying, because I feel like you could spill a family secret, or you could say something in which you did not mean, and then it's taken the wrong way and turned into a situation you don't want to be in. So Gemini, watch your mouth, especially if you get drunk, because I got this feeling you're going to say something so silly, and you're going to say it to the wrong person. You're going to say it to Aries. You're going to say it to somebody who's going to backhand you. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. That's the Knight of Pentacles. So this is definitely showing movement toward growing something financially, even if it's you starting off a certain class. Maybe you're going to school for business, or thinking about it, and that engaging in that activity will give you a better chance at manifesting a successful business if you start to learn what are the steps you need to take toward your goal. And to clarify the Six of Pentacles, which was that card of balance, that Ten of Pentacles want to come out so bad. There's something regarding family. You guys may have an ancestral message. We'll get that too. Clarify the Six of Cups. Six of Pentacles, excuse me. King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Y'all got money. Y'all got money coming in. But you're going to have to control your ego when you get this type of money, or when you get a larger amount of money than what you are used to. You're going to have to learn how to maybe not tell everyone, because that could be you communicating as this Page of Swords, maybe in a very immature way, but it's money. I mean, you got the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, all these pentacles. Pentacles is the earth energy. The only card that we had that described your energy, Gemini, was this Page of Swords, which is you communicating in an immature way. And this could even be you on the internet. Perhaps some of you guys need to take a break from the internet because you're on there a little bit too much. You out there stirring up arguments with people you don't even know. You don't even know if this person you arguing with is a boy or a girl. They ain't never went live. Stop arguing with these folks, Gemini, because they ain't gonna be able to understand what it is you saying anyway. They just gonna keep going. And like I said, if y'all do this in person, one of y'all Gemini is gonna start popping off at y'all mouth to the wrong person. It's gonna be an Aries, and they gonna backhand the fuck out of you. Okay? Don't act like I ain't told you. Don't be bold. This ain't for trying to be bold. I'm telling you, Gemini, you might be tough, but I'm telling you, this other energy you might come up against will backhand you. Don't do it. Might be. I feel like it's an Aries or a fire sign. So let's see. Next we have Cancer. I'm gonna post this on YouTube, so I'm trying to write down all of the timestamps. So far, we have done Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, and we are currently on Cancer. What messages do we have for Cancer? How is this palindrome energy going to affect them? Okay, Cancer, you guys could be meeting somebody foreign. I keep hearing American boy. Who sings that? Take me out to eat. I like to go someplace. Take me to New York. I like to see LA. Yeah, don't make fun of me. You know I can't sing. Something, something. You be my American boy. So somebody. Okay. So this is what I'm getting. Either you're meeting someone who is foreign, or you're meeting someone who's in a different city or state. Perhaps this is an online relationship where there's a distance between you two, and it feels like that person's very exotic, or they're just very different. It feels like it could be Aquarius energy. You know, we got, Aquarius is that alien energy. But yeah, it definitely feels as though you guys are meeting someone who you might feel like is extraordinary. Yeah. Go listen to that song. I think it's called American Boy. I'm pretty sure it is. What messages do you have for Cancer? How is this palindrome energy going to affect the Cancer Sun, Moon, risings? I feel like y'all flip-flopping. Okay, when I say flip-flopping, I feel like there's a Cancer who's listening to multi-genres of music, and they're trying to find some sort of creative inspiration, and you're going to find it within a mix. I feel like there is a Cancer out here who's an artist, and they're going to take two different genres, it feels like, and turn it into one, or make a song from those two different genres. Like, for instance, let's say you take jazz and a binaural beat, or jazz and hip-hop. I feel like you guys are going to take those two sounds and create some type of content over it. So that would be something amazing. You better send me that song, Cancer. Y'all out here making hits. What's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and rising? 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords. know, it's funny. I just told y'all, it's somebody across the way that you got your eyes set on. And the Six of Swords is travel. Somebody at a distance. Three of Swords is that emotional turmoil. Like, it feels like there's someone that you want, but you can't have them, or there's somebody at a distance that could be causing you this emotional turmoil. What is this? What is this? Cancer, y'all always Four of Swords. You got to be dealing with an air sign, or there's an air sign around you, because this is 3 air cards: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer. This Aquarius, Libra, Gemini that you are thinking about, or this air sign, because air can also represent communication. So this person that you're communicating with on an emotional level, or at least used to, because we do have the Three of Swords showing that there could be some sort of breakup, or that you're feeling left out in some type of way, and you're emotionally drained, or you're emotionally fed up with something. And the Fool card, you're gonna take a risk. Now the Fool card is Aquarius energy too, Cancer. One of y'all want this Aquarius. Three of Swords with the Fool. But the Fool card is also taking that risk, going out somewhere, going on a distance. It could be like a unplanned trip too. Wow. So some of you guys are deciding to take a stronger move when it comes to what it is you're passionate about, whether it be that music or that content that you're creating, or a relationship in general, because the King of Wands is not only someone who's very sensual and sexual and confident, but it's someone who goes for whatever it is that they want. And I do feel like that's the energy that you're in. Even though your feelings and emotions aren't all the way balanced, you're still deciding that if you feel this with your heart or with your gut, you're going for it, or with your lane, because it's the King of Wands. The King of Wands got the big stick. I ain't gonna say too much. You got the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see. Okay, Cancer, now I'm getting two different storylines. On one hand, someone is working towards creating a stronger financial situation, but they feel like they don't have all the resources to make something happen at this time. But don't worry, because you will. Things will align for you. It's like you're upset because you don't see the quick results that you want to see, or you feel like you're not progressing when you're just at this beginning stage. You're Knight of Pentacles. You ain't at that King of Pentacles, but it's out here. There's potential for you to become the King of Pentacles, for you to go from this Knight to this king. This king just so happens to be in reverse. In order for you to get that upright, which would be the ultimate, the manly man, the boss. I ain't talking about that Mark Zuckerberg money, but I'm talking about that money that make you feel comfortable. That's what the King of Pentacles is. And if you want to get to that stage, if you want to get to that state, make sure that you are in control of your own emotions, because you can't let yourself be down too long about something that you haven't even seen the completion of. You haven't even seen the completion of all the hard work and effort. You haven't even received the recognition that you should have at this time, but it's coming. It's gonna be reasons for you to celebrate. It's just like you ain't in the spotlight right now, so you're sad about it because you feel like you're doing all of this for nothing, but you're not. That makes sense. Let me get an angel card I'm gonna get one from this deck. Can I get an angel card for Cancer, Sun, and Rising? The King of Wands got the big stick. That's gonna make sense to somebody. What messages do we have for Cancer? Someone, whoa, you didn't have to do all that. That was unnecessary. Cancer, this card that flew all across the room says yes. You gonna get what it is that you're working hard to get. It's just gonna take some time. Work with Saturn energy. It'll get you there. It'll teach you to become disciplined, so you're ready for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. I feel like even though you're not seeing the results, right now is the time to go ham. Like, if you are a musical artist, right now is the time for you should be writing down your stuff. If you're an entrepreneur, right now is the time where you should be putting your ideas on paper, creating the advertisement that you need. Work on those small steps until the space and the opportunity is open for you to go bigger or go home. Y'all do too much. Don't give up on it. And then for those of you who had a question about romance, I gotta know. So if you were thinking that if you were going to get back with somebody, or should you get back with somebody, it's absolutely a no. But you do have peaceful resolution. So no matter how things turned out, there will be some time in which you can say, damn, I'm so glad that I'm through this time of my life. I'm so glad that I completed. I'm so glad I made it. You should be grateful for every day that comes your way, because one of these days is going to grant you that opportunity that you've been seeking and working oh so hard for. Cancer. Major bag alert. By summertime. Alright, let's see. Who's next? Leo. Leo, sun, moon, and risings. Let me go ahead and light that Palo Santo real quick. We've been doing a lot of readings. I'm gonna have to clear my cards for a second so I can make sure that we're still getting accurate energy. Look, my Palo Santo ain't acting right, so I'm gonna pull out this single ball. We gonna all be clear today. Leo, I don't like to exclude certain visions and scenes that I get for zodiac signs, even if it's a little messy. So Leo, this is gonna start off a little messy. It's a Leo out here, or a Leo that's finna break up a happy home. Now, I don't know if the Leo is you or the Leo is somebody that you're dealing with, but I do feel as though somebody is about to break up a happy home, or what people believe is a happy home. Now, this could be in the public on the forefront, or this could be something that you hear about in your neighborhood or with your family members or relatives, but I am getting that energy of, it ain't a happy home no more because somebody came to throw somebody man. I don't know what y'all doing out here, what your plans is, but I don't know if they done got them a candle or come to me candle. But I'm telling you, somebody's missing their partner. Four Wands, married. Why the marriage card come out? Yeah, somebody is in a part 3 of swords at the bottom of the deck. That was the confirmation I needed. Somebody thinks that they're in a happy situation, and all that finna get shaken up, especially if it's regarding love. Now, you could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is also a card that represents that Leo energy. Y'all just seen that. You seen this card that flip over? It was the same card that I just showed you, 3 of Swords. It was on camera. You can't say it ain't happened. The 3 of Swords came out for a reason. Came out the first time for a reason. I tried to put it back. It flipped over. So, Leo, this emotional turmoil, whatever it is that has happened in your life that makes you feel like as though you're no longer in a happy situation, or you're just no longer happy, I don't know what to tell you. We just gonna wait till the card come out, because I'm not sure. I'm an Aquarius. We don't deal with no emotional stuff. We do, but we gonna ghost somebody before we let somebody cheat on us. We gonna have a dream. The dream gonna be like this person trying to leave, and we gonna be like, we gonna be on to the next one. 7 of Cups. So even though there could be a certain situation going on in which you feel like is no longer a good opportunity for you, you have other things being offered to you, whether that's you are no longer in a happy relationship, there are other people being guided to you, and if it's a career thing, if you're no longer interested in this career, or this career has shifted, the way you feel about it has changed, then it's time for new opportunities to present themselves. But there will be multiple, and when you get this 7 of Cups, you gotta really be tapped in. You gotta really have clarity, whether you go get a reading or you do a meditation or you just kind of listen to your intuition or your dreams, you need to understand that not all options being presented to you are the options for you, nor are they the best thing. You know, everything that glitter ain't gold. So you could be thinking that something is the perfect opportunity for you whole time. It ain't what you think it is. So you have to be very careful when choosing certain things. Anything that you have to choose between multiple things, any situation that involves you choosing something, make sure that you have thought about it before taking action, because you can easily end up opening the wrong door. Empress. Tell me about this Empress thing. Somebody might be pregnant. Ooh, it's juicy. Somebody might have had a baby on somebody. And it's a woman. Well, only women can have babies. But I mean, like, so let's say if you're the Leo and you're a man, your woman could be pregnant by somebody else. I am getting that situation, that scenario with the Empress card and the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups. It could be multiples of y'all who need to be tested. Or this could be a paternity issue. Yeah. Somebody got 3 daddies. Somebody got 3 daddies. They don't know which one their real daddy. One of my uncle. Leo, what's going on with Leo? It wasn't even supposed to be this messy. You got the Knight of Swords, and I believe there was a card that flipped over. Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of feminine energy here too. Now, if none of that resonated with you, then this part might. If you have been waiting to hear back about an opportunity that involves money or finances, I do see that going through. I feel like there's quick changes within your financial situation or within a certain business, because the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck, and the Queen, like the Knight of Swords, is unstoppable. So this is like an unstoppable card. You cannot change this predicament. But it came out with a good card, which is the Queen of Pentacles, which talks about nurturing your finances. This could even be nurturing your home, finding ways to adjust, or finding ways to cut back on certain things. This is wise financial activity, or like you could be scheduling something. It's something that has to do with your finances. Give me one more card to clarify. Temperance. So whatever this is, it's helping bring you into balance with something that maybe fulfills your life purpose, or at least brings you more financial stability at this point. Page of Wands, Eight of Swords in reverse. But you're coming out of this, with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. You're coming out of this energy in which was very explosive. Like I said, the general energy at the beginning was breaking up a happy home. So whether that's your relationship or your life in general, to where you felt like there's some emotional turmoil, or there's things that are changing and transforming outside of you, and you're dealing with it in a way that's not very healthy emotionally, then that could change. I see somebody coming out of depression too with the Eight of Swords in reverse. And if you have a child who was depressed, it could be a fire sign or an air sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that child will be coming out of depression. I also feel like if somebody has a child or a younger family member around them that is dealing with some sort of anxiety or mental imbalance, like I see that being corrected. Perhaps they're getting the correct dosage, or they're not having to take the pills at all. That's very interesting, you know. Let's get you an angel card. What messages do we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? You have the Faith card and Miracle at the bottom of it. So your faith could be tested, whether that's a relationship or just your spiritual faith. You have to take a risk. You might have to do something that you don't like doing. You might have to do something that breaks your heart. But this change and this transformation is going to allow that Tower event to happen much more smoothly. Because if you stay in this emotional distress with this Three of Swords, then you won't be able to see all these opportunities being presented to you, or you may pick the wrong one. And whatever things that you need change in your life are going to start changing very quickly with this Knight of Swords. If you believe in ancestors or angels, there is this divine help and assistance universe that's coming in to balance things out. But you have to be open to accepting it, because sometimes the way that change happens in our life, we're not always comfortable with, so we push it away or try to deny it or don't want it. And that's where you have to let faith kick in and allow yourself to go through something that is really going to be transformative. Okay? Especially with this Pluto return. There's a lot about finances because we have Pluto in Capricorn, so I wouldn't be surprised if more zodiac signs have things to do with finances or stability. So next we have Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant. What messages do we have for Virgo? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant. We got the 10 of Wands here, so you could be at the end of a very stressful situation. Page of Wands. Oh wow. Who is the Page of Wands? Because this doesn't feel like your energy, because Virgo is Earth sign energy. You got 2 Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like there's a Virgo out here that's very annoyed by their children, or very annoyed by an immature energy that's around them. I feel like I just literally heard flexing or capping, so you could be feeling like somebody's capping around you, or somebody's lying, you're lying or not telling you the whole truth. And if you feel that way about a certain person or situation, they're not. So don't believe everything that you hear at this time. Pay attention more to what it is that you see is going on, because I feel like there, some of the energy isn't quite shifted. It feels like retrograde energy. It feels like something is not being made all the way clear to you, or you don't have the answers that you're looking for at this time regarding a specific person or situation. Tell me about this Page of Wands. Who is this individual? 5 of Pentacles. Somebody, look, 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Wands. You got 2 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this could be somebody outside of you that is in your situation, or is a family member, or is connected to you in some type of way. There's somebody that's homeless, and they gonna try and move in with you. I advise you to say no, because if you don't, you're gonna end up with somebody in your house who don't want to pay no bills but will eat up all your food. So make sure that the people around you don't push their way into your life or into situations that you're uncomfortable with. If you need to tell somebody no, then say no. Don't tell somebody yes and then you say yes to something that puts you in a worse predicament. And if you borrow or lend any money, I advise you to get a contract, because the energy around you is a little risky at this time, especially if it's regarding finances or stability. Like the 5 of Swords is the homeless, 5 of Pentacles, excuse me, is the homeless cord. Somebody might not have paid their bills or got kicked out of the space that they were in. I'm also hearing rent increase. So some of you guys, it could be time for you to sign a new lease, but they are requiring more money of you. It may be time for you to search or look for something different. Clarify this 5 of Pentacles. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, you got the Hierophant here. So with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So think like it could be last minute. It could be that last week where your lease is about to be up and boom, you get approved for this apartment. I do feel like things will shift in your favor if you are someone who's just in a situation in which your rent has been raised or your financial expenses has increased. There is some type of divine balance or divine assistance being brought to that area. Somebody could be communicating with you about a better living situation. Not going to take all those. Alright, this is going to be a different storyline for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you're not dealing with that first scenario, you could be dealing with this one. Temperance card. 10 of Wands. I mean 10 of Swords reverse. 7 of Wands reverse. just hit a song 911 by Wycliffe. Somebody feels backstabbed and betrayed. Somebody feel like they put their pride to the side. Somebody put their faith or their trust in an individual who did not deserve it. And they showed you. Like, it was revealed. Like, if you asked for things to be revealed about a certain person, you got the confirmation that you needed, but it broke your heart, or it made you feel like this person betrayed you, or that you should have never trusted them in the first place. And you might have had several warning signs in which you ignored about this individual. And for some reason, you just didn't take any of that into account. And now you're in this situation where you're going to have to heal or do some shadow work regarding why it is that you let people who are not even worth your time or your energy come into your life and treat you like you ain't nothing. 7 of Wands in reverse. You gotta tell yourself you're something before you expect somebody to treat you like something. You have to treat yourself like it's like you ain't even treating yourself the way you should be treated. And then you have the audacity to let somebody else do the same thing. It's one thing if you're doing it, but it's another if you let anyone else. Virgo, what do y'all even got going on? So there's a Virgo out here stressed out. Let me just get an angel message for y'all. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. What angel message do we have for them? Hey, every card trying to come out in reverse too. It could have been a repeating cycle too. Like this same person has done something to betray you in the past, and they just did it again, even though they said it wasn't. People say a lot of things. You got the sleep card. That's saying to take more time to rest. You could be resting more too. I'm a little bit concerned because I feel the energy of somebody going through some sort of depression, and sleeping too much, oversleeping could be a sign of the depression, or that you're malnourished in general. So if you're feeling down, then you need to go outside. You need to get some sun. You need to find ways to include joy and happiness in your life so you don't stay in your 7 of Wands reverse forever. Last message, miracle. You got divine energy though. Look at this. Miracle, temperance, the Hierophant. If you believe that you have a spiritual team, they finna come through. Go ahead and burn your ancestor dollars, light your candles, because it's time for you to manifest change and transformation into your life. And I suggest you go research Cali energy or Pluto energy, an energy that is a little bit transformative, I would say. Pluto is very transformative. Yes, I did do Aries. Now I am on Libra. Let's see, do I want to use, we're going to use a different deck, Libra. Let's see. Here we go. Those of you who are just tuning in, we are currently on Libra. I have already done the zodiac signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Libra. No, I'm on Libra, sorry. And Virgo. That's the last one we just did. I don't know about this one. I'm about to fall asleep on that one. Okay, so let's see. What messages do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? How is this palindrome energy affecting Libra? Why am I hearing Shakespeare? To be or not to be? I feel like you might be in a situation to where you're trying to catch somebody in the act or catch somebody lying, and it's like, do you want to play along with their story, with their game, or do you not? It feels like there's a Libra out here thinking about playing games with somebody because somebody's playing games with them. Libra, this Libra is like, okay, if that's what you want to do, I can bring you that justice, I can bring you that balance. You finna treat somebody how they would treat you. And depending on your situation, that could be good or bad. What messages do we have for Libra? Sun, first card out is the ego. Like I said, you could be choosing to do something from your ego self, not exactly from your higher self. This is an action that feels like it's a little petty. Now, the ego card talks about a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, and negative or fear-based thoughts. So Libra, it's very important that you pay attention to what's programming your subconscious mind. Are you listening to music or listening to things or have things going on in your background that are negative? Are there too many negative people around you? Are you yourself having lots of negative thoughts? If you are, then it's time for you to learn how to reprogram them. And you can doing that by stopping yourself, or when you hear a negative thought, accept it. Don't automatically push it to the back burner, because that's you ignoring what's going on inside of your head, what's going on inside of your body. So one of the main things I suggest you do is to use a healthy mood booster like ashwagandha. Mint is very energizing, but use something that will raise your vibration, therefore raising the thoughts patterns that you have. I just feel like you could be watching something, like if you like I see this a lot with people who like to watch a lot of horror films or like to watch a lot of scary things on TV. That kind of programs your subconscious mind in a certain way. Or if you listen to a lot of murder mystery shows, it programs your subconscious in a way, and we don't have control over what our subconscious picks up on. That's why it's called a subconscious. So you have to make yourself conscious of what your subconscious is doing so you can master yourself. Because you got the ego. The ego is showing up. What messages do we have? Wow, courtship. So this is especially true when it comes to you and your person. If there's a partnership here or a business partner even, it could be the battle of the egos. It feels like both of you guys both want to be right, or both of you guys both want to be seen a certain way, and instead of maybe communicating with each other effectively, it's a very ego-based conversation that's being had with someone. Libra, what you got going on? You got pathway, marriage, you got courtship and marriage. So this seems to deal with relationships a lot, but I mean, Libra is the 7th house in astrology, which is the house of partnership, and depending on where your Venus is, you might not be in a favorable relationship at this time, because it came up with soil and labor. So you might be trying to make something work with somebody that's not working, and now y'all just having a battle of egos. I feel like there's Libra in a situation with somebody who they want to break up with, but they're waiting for them to break up with them. Like, you don't want to be in the wrong. You're waiting for them to do something wrong so you can exit, but they waiting on you to be wrong so they can exit. It's like your energy is very much so being matched, and that's why we started off with that channel message, to be or not to be. And I feel like what you want to be is petty if that other person is acting that way. Like I said, you're gonna be giving somebody that same energy that they're giving you, and it don't look like it's. That ain't my business how y'all get here. That ain't my business. I ain't gonna judge you. But we do have the 9 of fire, the Queen of Earth, and the Knight of Fire. Wow. So 2 fire energy cards. Now, I feel like this is a time in which you can channel the energy of passion and creation to nurture something that you've already been trying to build, whether that's like, I see someone maybe even buying a plant and just nurturing that plant. Whatever it is in your life that you're trying to make grow or that you're trying to create, even if it's you trying to work on your mental state, you have to continue to take steps to progress towards that, even if you feel like it's not working. Because with this 9 of fire, this is the card that says don't give up. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Stop looking for everybody else outside of you to give you confirmation about what it is that you're doing, if it's right. If I feel like you could be asking someone else for relationship advice and you're waiting for somebody else to tell you to break up with a person when you haven't came to that conclusion yourself. So if you need to make personal decisions, I need you to connect with yourself internally so that you can figure out what would be the best option for you, what would be required for you to be on the most successful path or journey this lifetime, and kind of go with whatever gut feeling comes from that. Because I do see your fire energy here with the 9 of fire and the 9 of fire. And we just had that full moon in Leo, so you could still be very passionate and adventurous and self-assured at this time. You might even be a little restless. So next, is Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. How is this palindrome energy going to affect those who are Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising? I feel like there's a Scorpio here that's being triggered. I don't want to say triggered. Scorpio that's having nostalgia. And these nostalgic moments are from your past or your childhood. I feel like you could be thinking about childhood cartoons or shows that you watched. Yeah, I just feel like you're having this nostalgic moment from your childhood. And that could trigger some trauma healing or some inner child healing that needs to happen. Regardless, we all have an inner child, and it's important that we find a way to let that inner child out. And some of the things we do, whether that's by painting, going to create a new food, do something that allows you to tap into that childlike energy. I don't know why I'm getting the Legba or Papa Legba. You know how Papa Legba taps into that child energy, and sometimes he can manifest as a child. Or children that are around you. He likes to play little games and tricks. Go play on a PS4, go play a game, go to an arcade, go do something that allows you to tap into the inner child, because that's going to bring in new creative ideas for you to move forward with. You have the Four of Earth here. This talks about your stability, being too frivolous, and you're spending, hey? You're spending a little bit too much. I know you got your taxes back, but I need you to keep some of that in your pocket. Keep it in your wallet. Keep it in your account. You ain't got to spend every drop. Don't spend that tax money too quickly. I know you like them boots or them shoes, but you're going to have to leave them at the store, because there's other things in which you should be putting your money to at this time. Clarify it for Earth. What y'all doing with y'all money? Now, the Four of Earth is also about giving. So if you're presented with the opportunity in which you could truly help someone out, or you could donate to other people, then do that, because I see the energy coming back to you tenfold. Otherwise, you have the King of Fire that just came out. The King of Fire is an energy that's very motivational. It's very charismatic. So, like I said, the King of Wands got the big stick. So, you could be meeting somebody who got the big stick, or you got the big stick. That ain't my business, but that's what the King of Wands is. The King of Wands is an energy that's really sexual or passionate. So you could be meeting that person or exhibiting some of those traits. This is a card of focus, though. So communicate with vision and be a leader. You could also be getting some advice from a creative person, or from someone who's in the same field or studying the same subject as you. What messages do we have for Scorpio? Number 8 with Archangel Raphael. This is the card of justice. This talks about making fair and just decisions, and I feel like that got to do with your finances too. I'm telling you, you need to think about if you really need something or not, because like I said, there's other things in which you should be putting your money to, and I don't know why I had to repeat myself. It's a Scorpio out here who not gonna listen. Knight of Fire. You got somebody coming towards you though, and it's very interesting because you guys are both like there's this mutual connection. There's a mutual attraction with someone, and you might have a one night stand. You might take somebody home a little earlier than what you expected, because it's just that much sexual or sensual energy here. It's just that much attraction. Okay. The Knight of Fire also represents a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Think through things carefully. Don't think with your pants. Ace of Cups. Somebody's coming towards you. Somebody want to get to know you. They want to see how you're doing. They want to know your name. I just feel like there's this connection, and you're outside, or you're at the store, and you see somebody, they see you, y'all locked eyes, you done gave your number out. Like, I feel like there's a connection that's happening here. Somebody flirt with somebody. And look, if this person a little older than you, and you over 21, let them put that out there, and you over 21, try it. Sometimes we would rather be an old man's princess than a young man's frog. Oh my God, what message do we have for Scorpio? That is goofy. Y'all got the marriage card. Wow, so this could like lead to some type of like real relationship. I mean, you got the marriage card, so like I said, you might be looking for somebody or date somebody, and maybe at first you wouldn't think about marriage, and marriage comes along or marry you just know this person is the one. Like I said, sometimes it's not like you can age out. I mean, I'm not gonna say too much. We're gonna save some of the juicy. I'm gonna start doing juicy readings for each sign. We're gonna get the tea, cause Scorpio, I'm just saying. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a little inheritance. Ain't nothing wrong with good health insurance. Ain't nothing wrong with being with somebody beneficiary. I just feel like it's like times to your age. Like this person older. Next we're moving on to Sagittarius. We are on Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's use this deck here. What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising. What's going on with Sagittarius? What type of energy is this palindrome bringing in? Okay, now fire signs. I got old school music playing in my head. What is it? Why or what? I think it's what can you say? What can make me feel? Y'all know I can't sing. It's my girl. Who's that? Is that the Temptations? I don't know. I was born in 1999, so that was before my time. I need somebody to tell me what song is that. Yeah, I know it's my girl, but I think it is the Temptations. I could be wrong. But that could indicate that you're very passionate about somebody, or somebody's very passionate about you. And all the fire signs be getting some passionate readings. Even a little mini fire sign, which is Scorpio. I consider Scorpio fire and water. But all the fire signs, y'all readings are juicy. It's juicy. Sagittarius. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. There's new money coming in, whether it's from new investments, a new financial opportunity, a new job. Look, because it's tax time and it has to do with money, it could be your taxes too. It's general. It's a general reading. It's a general reading. So that could be your taxes. It could be somebody who owe you or giving you your money back. Things that was owed to you. Clarify this Ace of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Ooh. Now, Sagittarius, if you win the lottery, just know that I was the person who provided you with this reading, and I don't mind you tipping me at all, Sagittarius, because you finna get you some money, and I'm just saying you should spread the wealth a little bit, because you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune represents that Jupiter energy, and we know that Jupiter is the planetary ruler of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, when I say things are shifting and divine timing is here, and your financial situation looks good, it looks very good, my friend. Very good. Very good. Things are shifting in your favor. The new time that you're coming into is about to be very favorable. And you're going to be Material Girl. Y'all might be listening to Material Girl by Sasha Santana. It's that type of energy. That's what it's giving. That is what it's giving. Alright, let's see. Sagittarius. What's going on, Sagittarius? Other than it's looking real lovely in their finances. And like I said, drop your girl a little tip. You know, if you're feeling good. You got that Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords. Now, somebody thought that you were not going to enter the position in which you thought you were, but the whole time you knew intuitively that you were going to manifest whatever it is that you needed to desire. Like somebody ain't wants you to win and you the one anyway. Like somebody tried to speak something into your existence. Somebody tried to project something onto you and it went back so fast. I don't know if you did a return to sender or the universe was like, oh no, baby. It's Sagittarius' time. The wheel of fortune has changed and it shifted in Sagittarius' favor. So Sagittarius, now, your intuition will never lead you astray. You ain't even got to battle with nobody. You ain't even got to fight with nobody because you done already won intellectually, financially. You cannot compete. It's like other people around you can't really compete, and it's not even that you make it a competition, but you do make your best effort in choosing things or being involved in things that expand your life, whether it's in your finances or on a mental level. You're always seeking things or ways to grow, and that put you up here. Now other people in other levels might see you and look at you a certain type of way, whether they know you or not, and see you some negative energy. But like I said, return to sender. In this case, it looks like, unfortunately, some people will have to see you in a position they never wanted you in. Because you, and when I say you got this 10 of Wands, which is the first card that came out, that was actually Sagittarius energy, you done been through the ringer. You done went through a lot of different situations. And if people actually sat down with you and listened to your story, they would never believe that you put yourself in a predicament that you're in now. You might have started off in life with a lot of things against you. Definitely hearing spiritual warrior. We're going to get you one of these. This is going to be your final card because Sagittarius, this is quick and simple. You are moving up in a new position, or I'm not even going to say you've been granted an opportunity with this Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. You're being put in a place or a predicament in which you made it. How do I say this? Let me think about this. So it's almost like your story will be, I know everybody got a story, but your story specifically is a story that all odds felt like they were against you at one point. All things, all people. You might even have family members turned against you. You might have to learn how to be dependent on your own self. Some of you guys might have even left your house before it was time. What's the word? When you get I can't think of the word. Emancipation. That's what it is. Some of y'all might have emancipated yourselves from a young age, or you separated from your family at a very young age, and now you'd have created something. Your own parents might told you that you couldn't be this or you couldn't be that, and look at you now. And like I said, you didn't do it as a competition. You did it because you kept going. You did it because you knew that there was room for growth and opportunity. That's that Jupiter energy. You wanted that expansion. That expansion is here. What message do we have for Sagittarius? I like Sagittarius reading too. Sagittarius, you do have the card of message of concern. What is this message of concern regarding for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, I feel like some of you guys are getting a message from the IRS, and they're going to be like, hold up, baby. We don't even owe you that much. I feel like there's two sides, though. One of you guys could be getting three different storylines. One of you guys could be getting a message from someone who's in jail, because it did come out with the imprisonment card, or someone who's trapped in a certain situation, but it ain't your job to free them. Remember that. Second storyline, somebody could be getting a message from the IRS or a government institution or a job about some type of a financial imbalance here. It feels like they feel like they don't owe you as much, or something. There might have been a middleman who took some money. It feels like somebody's getting a message from the IRS regarding their tax refund, and it ain't really good news. Give me the third storyline, please, and thank you, for Sagittarius. Message of concern. You have a message coming in from someone from a distance. It could be an old friend or somebody that you never thought you'd hear from again. I feel like there's going to be somebody could be coming to see you. Like, it could be a family member from far away that you don't really like or communicate with this person. You could also be getting messages concerning a family member's health, specifically a woman. You have the bad health card, so somebody could be getting a message of concern regarding a family member's health or someone that they cared about's health. Alright, Sagittarius. Now we are doing Capricorn. Capricorn. goat. The goat. Capricorn is the goat. I don't care what nobody say. Can't nobody tell y'all you can't do something. You put too many Capricorns in the room together, they gonna make that Jeff Bezos type of money, okay? When it comes to Capricorn energy, they know how to do business for the most part if they're mature Capricorns, because we have to remember they are ruled by the planet Saturn, which is the planet of discipline. So most Capricorn or Sun and Capricorns tend to be very disciplined. They tend to have learned things at a very young age, learning hard lessons before their time or during their youth, which puts them in a place in which they are self-assured and confident when they are older, and they put themselves in a financial situation that other people don't exactly have. Like, the difference between Capricorn and Sagittarius is ruled by the planet of luck, but Capricorn is ruled by the planet of discipline. And sometimes that discipline, you being disciplined in certain ways, can lead to long-term financial stability or long-term success, rather than Sagittarius, which can be that luck. You know, you never know. It's a chance you get and it's a chance you don't. Capricorn. So Capricorn, some of you guys could be coming close to the time of your Saturn's return, but I feel like you've balanced out some type of lesson here. Because remember, Saturn's the planet of karma, so there could be some karmic balance here. Ooh, you got the Emperor. Capricorn, it takes a boss to be a boss, so you know this. You just stepped up into boss status. This is a card of organization and logic. It talks about structure and discipline, and we just talk so much about discipline with that Saturn energy. And this is leadership. This is you stepping into a position. This is you when you walk in a room, you walking in with your head up, held high, like you is that boss, okay? If you ain't doing that, I need you to start doing that. I don't care if you at Walmart. You need to walk around like you are this Emperor energy. And if you're a female, you need to take on this masculine energy where you're allowing yourself to get out there and do. Like, put yourself in places where you can meet other business-minded like people, or where you can communicate with other people who are business-like, or they're achieving something in which you wish to achieve. Ooh. You got two major arcanas. You got the card of awakening here. This is Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is one of the most powerful angelic healers, at least that I have studied. And this talks about looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill, and that it's important to be yourself. And Capricorn, I feel like you've been grinding so hard that you haven't really had the time to discover what it is that you really like. What hobbies do you have? What do you want to do that's creative? You've been so focused on being determined to make that money that you have not taken into account what you need for your soul's growth. And it's time for you to take a look at your spiritual side, not your financial side as much, because you're going to be taken care of. With the Emperor card, you have the Four of Earth, which is a card of stability. This talks about you not being too frivolous with your spendings as well, so be disciplined within your finances, make good decisions. And I'm telling, and like I said, this was a general energy. This card popped up so many times that I know that I'm repeating this simply because we have Pluto return in the sign of Capricorn. So you have Pluto in your sign, and that really is going to transform things depending on, especially depending on where that is in your chart, what house that is in, where Pluto is. Go check out where Pluto is in your house, in your natal chart. You have the Ace of Water too. There's a distraction. Now this is a card of spiritual growth too, but it is also a card of falling in love. And Capricorn, you guys are not always the most loving sign, or people don't like to say that you're the most loving sign, but what I think you care about is stability. If you meet somebody that you can truly build with, then you're going to spend time with them, and if you start spending your money on them, then that's the person you really care about. Because I ain't never seen no Capricorn spend money on somebody they didn't like. They don't do that. If a Capricorn take you on a date and they tell you you gotta pay, they don't want you. They ain't interested. If they never buy you anything and you've known them for years, they don't like you that much. Because Capricorns, one of the ways that they show love and affection is by buying material things, and that's just how they do it. That's just how they do it because they're connected to that, especially if their Venus is in Capricorn, or they have Capricorn in their 4th house. the Ace of Water. What's going on in your love life, Capricorn? Take it slow if you're meeting a new person. A lot of crown chakra energy too. You could be getting downloads, or you're learning more about spirituality. You also have the Seven of Earth here, which talks about you planting them seeds and now it's time to reap. Y'all finna get some money. Tip your girl, Aquarius Queen Tarot is my cash app. Look, I'm just saying, there's a couple signs out here that y'all get some money. But you also have the card of celebration, the Three of Water. All jokes aside, you need to find a reason to smile. I don't care if you go take yourself out on a date. Go spend some money on yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself, Capricorn. Go take yourself on a date. Go buy yourself a margarita. Go get a little tipsy. Go dress for yourself. Go get some lingerie for yourself. Because I feel like that's where if you don't have a person to give that to, then I need you to step into that energy, because we do have, it's so equal, it's so balanced. Two earth cards. Earth energy is your stability, you being grounded at root chakra. You have these two major arcanas here, which is crown chakra energy, that's spirituality, that's enlightenment. You have the Two of Cups, which is that emotion, that intuition. And I haven't seen a reading like this in which you have two of each, in which it's in which it's coming into a balance. And you're about to get things that you wouldn't have seen yourself getting 7 years ago. Capricorn, I just see somebody gonna go pick out their outfit for a date. And Capricorn, if you need help deciding on which outfit you should get, inbox me, because I help you. I help you. We gonna figure this out, friend. Alright. Aquarius. We got Aquarius and then Pisces, and we will be all done. What messages do we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? How will this palindrome energy affect them? I just heard a shift in perspective. So Aquarius, I feel like you were looking at something upside down, or you were looking at something from one angle. And as an air signs tend to be very focused on one thought or one action when there are multiple things happening in our experience that change and shift our lives. So you've been looking at something the wrong way, and that's not a bad thing, because what you're looking at it from that perspective, you actually gained more wisdom. So Aquarius, what's going on with them? I keep hearing ancestral knowledge, so I would suggest to take some time to communicate with your ancestors. Use your own divination, get your own cards, do your own ancestral meditation. I do ancestral readings too, but if you already built a connection with your ancestors, all you have to do is make sure you're consistent with the work you do with them. And they will always find different ways to communicate with you. Sometimes it could even be through dreams. Alright, what messages do we have for Aquarius? Now, first card out, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Why is that? Okay, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this is when you sow those seeds, right? Sowing those seeds of success. Now, you could have sowed some seeds of success last year, around the last quarter of the year, perhaps June or July. You were doing something that you started then. I feel like you're returning to something that you have started, or like somebody, because you remember Mercury's in Aquarius too, so things might be coming back around. It could be opportunities for jobs coming back around, or opportunities for you to make money. It's coming back around. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's like something was already offered to you, and maybe it just wasn't the right time or right place, and it's coming back around. Ten of Cups, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you bring more balance into your family life. Now, the Ten of Cups is a card that specifically talks about family. And you guys are another sign that people always say are not very emotional. But when it comes to the people that you love, you want to find ways to show them that. And it may be a little bit hard for you. Although you're an air sign and that has to do with communication, Aquarius tends to be introverted, and they don't always say what they don't always say what comes to their mind, or they don't always tell everyone else what they're thinking or how they feel. And I want you to learn how to express that more. If you're grateful for having somebody in your life, go tell them. Go tell them. Days are limited. You never know. What else do we have here for Aquarius? Let me get a near future card for you guys. You need to be very clear and cutthroat in your communication. Don't leave any room for people to guess. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Literally, Ace of Swords jumped out of my hand. Communicate your truth. Be very truthful. If somebody put you back against the wall and they ask, and they're not the police, you know, we ain't gonna talk about that. If somebody put your back against the wall and they want the truth from you, they want the honesty from you, then you need to go ahead and say, unless it's the police. Don't say nothing incriminating. Go to that. Aquarius. I just feel like somebody wants some information from you, and you might have hid it from them because you didn't want them to be hurt. And you're going to have to tell it. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Somebody could be walking away because of a truth that was told, or you could be choosing to walk a different way or hit a different path. Perhaps you've been doing something for a while and now you're just interested into something new. Everybody's 8 of Cups for Aquarius, because we don't yet have a card that is your energy. Queen of Swords. Now we do. Be very clear. If you walk away from somebody, if you want to end something, be very clear and end it. Cut that tie, do the cord cutting work, because you are leaving something behind that you ain't never going back to with the Death card here at the bottom of the deck. And you have to be wise in your decision making, as this Queen of Swords communicates in a way that is effective. Pull your feelings and emotions out of it. What is this? Say the drama for your mama, Aquarius. What messages do we have? What's going on with Aquarius? They're going to have to cut somebody off. You know what? People think Aquarius act a little funny and they call us aliens and stuff. But let me tell you something about Aquarius. When Aquarius get that divine guidance, when the Most High, when Mother Earth come down and give us a spiritual message, best believe we're going to listen to it even if we don't got no physical proof. And that might be something that's happening in your life, Aquarius. You might have to test, like your faith may be tested. You're going to see if you really listening to the divine guidance that's being given to you. You could have already had a vision or a reading regarding something that was going to happen, or something that was put in your path, and that energy is coming through. Now, I'm going to do one more card for Aquarius. I just need a conclusion. What's the conclusion for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? There it is. Aquarius, the King of Air. So you got the Queen of Air, the King of Air out. Now, the King of Air is a very brilliant person, a very intellectual person, very diplomatic and professional. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Get a reading if you need to. Get some counseling if you need to. Speak to somebody. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Ooh-wee. Like remember I said leave your emotions out of it? You're going to have to make a decision in which, if you made with your emotions, it will lead you to the wrong place, because sometimes your heart and your mind ain't always on the same page, but your intuition is on one thigh. Wow. 4 of Air. Last card. The 4 of Air talks about taking rest or vacation. Some of you guys, it's time to go into hermit mode. It's time to pull your energy back from certain places, situations, and things, so you can focus on what's going on with inside of you and balancing out your feelings and emotions to the point where you can communicate clearly and effectively. Gather yourself, Aquarius. Gather yourself. And don't you be in no depressive mood. If you're an Aquarius and you're depressed, go ahead and message me. We can have a little chit-chat. Last but not least, Pisces. What energy Pisces, I keep hearing the tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears, but they bow when I'm thinking about you. Ooh, no. So Pisces, either somebody is thinking a lot about you, or you thinking a lot about someone. But I got a feeling that this ain't you. Somebody thinking about you and thinking about what they had with you and what they did with you and how their life missed after you done left, or how their life is currently going without you. And they're having some very nostalgic moments, and they might hit you up. But I feel like they don't know how to put their pride aside and say that they did something wrong, or acknowledge their own actions, and that's gonna put you in this mindset where you like, I don't even want to talk. Pisces, you block somebody, you got toil and labor in reverse. You told somebody it wasn't gonna work out. You told me it wasn't gonna work out because you knew. Pisces, you tend to be very intuitive as well. And once you figured out that this was a repeating cycle, or this was something you no longer wanted to be involved in, you kept it pushing, or you quit. You quit trying to work things out. You're done. You don't want it no more. Because they be lying. This man be lying. But you also had a great fortune card now. The great fortune card did come out with Mr. Man. So, I mean, if you got a sugar daddy who like feet pics, or if you get paid to do something strange for a piece of change and it ain't hurting you, it ain't my business, go ahead and continue forth, because guess what? Pisces rules the feet. So, I mean, if you're someone out here who wants the feet pics, or they sent you the cash out, I mean, it ain't hurting nobody. It ain't hurting nobody. But this is sugar daddy energy. Come on. Great fortune with mature man. And mature man, you know, he got this salt and pepper. He got the grays in his hair. You know, he might be still at that age where he dyeing his hair. You might be still older, man. I wish I remember what other sign that was who had that same energy. But you know, sometimes you would rather be old man's princess than a young man's frog. Pisces, you ain't gonna be nobody frog, not today. You're gonna get drunk and find somebody. It's gonna be so funny. I feel like you're gonna get drunk and you might meet somebody who you actually establish a relationship, or you have already met somebody while you was drunk and you guys established some sort of relationship, or that could have been how you met this previous person which you're no longer dealing with. There's something regarding you drinking that affects your partnerships. Okay, so the thing is, Pisces, you guys are ruled by Neptune and the moon. Neptune tends to be a planet of illusions and addictions. So it's very important that you pay attention to anything that could influence your mental capacity in a negative way. The moon card. I just said Pisces is ruled by the moon. Here go the moon card. Now the moon card is one of psychic insights or spiritual insights, spiritual visions, dreams, maybe even getting a reading. But it talks about events happening behind the scenes, and that you need to release fears that hold you back. If you had a fear surrounding what your life would be if you left this person or if you left this situation, you have to release that fear, because that fear is causing a blockage from you getting to point A to point B. And if you create that wall within your mind, you create that wall within your physical reality. So I need you to think outside the box. What are all the things that you always wanted to do, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's just in life in general, your bucket list? Start going to go do those things without fearing. Don't say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Baby, we're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. You're going to say, I didn't parachute it by 2026. You got to put it out there and tell the universe, look, I did it. I done it. I got an emotional feeling that I'm going to attach to this manifestation and we're going to make it happen. Then the universe will be like, what's up, dog? I'm going to meet you halfway. I'm going to meet you halfway. You got the World card with Archangel Michael. So the moon card is Archangel Hanael. Archangel Hanael tends to work with our emotional feelings as well. So if you need healing, heart chakra healing, or you want to feel more of that loving energy, because Archangel Hanael is a very loving energy, go look up Archangel Hanael meditations. Hanael is spelled Haniel. The World card is Archangel Michael. This talks about you did it. You have already did something that has allowed you to get past certain fears, especially because we done had a couple of trials and tribulations with Mercury squaring Pluto. That's that fear that you were thinking about Oh, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to be. You did something that was a solution rather than looking at a fear. And that's pushing you forward into some type of stability, a successful time. King of Earth at the bottom of the deck as your general energy. So I have done all zodiac signs. I thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I will be posting this on my YouTube with all of the time stamps for each zodiac sign. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye-bye.